God's love restores what was lost. There are things in life we believe are gone forever, people who have left, opportunities that have slipped away, dreams that have shattered, moments when we look back and feel our hearts filled with regret. We wonder, can what was lost ever be found again? You've loved wholeheartedly, trusted completely, and given your all to hold on to something. Yet, it still slipped through your fingers. Not because you weren't good enough, but perhaps because it wasn't meant to be part of your journey. Some losses catch us off guard. Goodbyes without farewells, doors closing abruptly, leaving emptiness behind. You carry these experiences forward, with a heart bearing scars, unanswered questions, and nameless sorrow. But today, know this: God sees everything you've lost, and He doesn't overlook any of it. God isn't indifferent to your pain. He notices the silent tears and understands every fragment of your soul, even those parts you've hidden away, thinking no one would care. God's love isn't just comforting, it's restorative. He doesn't merely say, "It'll be all right." He actively works to rebuild what's broken, not necessarily in the same way, but in a better, deeper, and more enduring form. Perhaps you've lost someone you thought would be by your side forever. But even in their absence, God remains. His love is unlike any you've known, unchanging, unconditional, unwavering. God doesn't just restore situations, He heals hearts. When your heart is mended, your perspective shifts. You stop clinging to the past and start appreciating the present. Even in its imperfections, God's love ventures into your deepest wounds, the places you believe are untouchable, and gently whispers, "I'm here, not to judge, but to renew." He doesn't rush your healing or demand immediate recovery. He waits patiently, sitting beside you in silence, ready to begin the restoration when you're willing to hand over your pain. Nothing is too far gone for God. He's rewritten stories deemed over and revived lives thought to be at their end. And He's ready to do the same for you. You might think, "I've lost too much. How can I recover?" But God doesn't replicate the past, He creates anew. He can bless you with things beyond your imagination, things you never dared to dream of because you were too focused on what was lost. Sometimes, God allows something to leave, not to cause pain, but because He knows you deserve something deeper, healthier, and more aligned with your purpose. You don't need to understand everything. Just trust that no tear you've shed has gone unnoticed by God, and nothing you surrender to Him will be restored in vain. Let go of what's no longer yours, not because it lacked value, but because you believe God can craft something greater from your loss. God's love doesn't erase the past, it infuses the future with hope. Even when the path ahead seems unclear, one day, you'll look back and realize that what you thought diminished you actually allowed God to expand you, to grow in faith, depth, and freedom. God's restoration doesn't involve returning to the past but elevating you to move forward with a lighter, more trusting heart. You haven't lost too much to be restored. You just need to believe, to hand over your pain, and let God work His miracle. If you're still mourning, longing for what's gone, or wishing for a return, let this be your gentle reminder. You haven't lost everything, because you haven't lost God. And with Him, restoration always begins. Allow His love to envelop you. Don't resist, don't pretend to be strong. Just breathe and say, "God, I give this to you." And then, you'll see. God doesn't take to discard. He takes to renew, not to end, but to commence anew. If you're seeking a place to start afresh, to believe again, to love once more, stay connected with it. Kizo Time. Here, every narrative is a step towards healing. Each word is a soothing balm for your soul. No rush, no demands, just love, precisely when you need it. Follow the Kizo Time channel to embrace daily restoration, because God's love is at work, and He's beginning with you, right now.